Welcome to Good Mythical MORE. Can we spell the winning words from previous spelling bees?
I'm gonna need you to grab that because I really don't want to touch anything.
You can't touch anything, huh?
Yeah, unless you want poop and mayo. Yeah, I'll just.
Name that squad.
What's a group of ravens called? It's called a rank. A rank of ravens.
Isn't that no? Murder is crows. Ravens are kind of like crows. So, I mean, they're black and scary.
A rivalry of crows. Ravens. A rivalry of ravens.
What's another word for murder?
A reign
homicide.
Of ravens. A reign of ravens.
A homicide of ravens.
An unkindness?
An unkindness of ravens.
That's stupid.
That's at a certain point. That's.
And who comes up with these rules? Huh?
I don't buy it.
Could you escort the wheel away?
I don't buy it.
Again, I'm not touching.
I'm having to do everything today.
Yeah. Okay.
On these cards,
we've got words.
We have them.
That were the win. This is the final word, like the winning word, the word that like stumps somebody or somebody with. It's like this is when it gets hard. I bet neither of us can correctly spell any of these words, and I'll be super surprised if either of us can.
Oh yeah, you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay. First word is.
How do I smell?
You stink, dude.
I was kind of starting to get used to it. I'd neutralized myself.
I'm used to it for the most part, but
I kind of like a manure smell.
Well, I feel like I'm walking in a horse barn.
It's nostalgic.
You said we wouldn't be able to spell these words. I don't know if we'll be able to pronounce them either.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Asceticism. Asceticism.
Could I have the definition of the word?
The manner of life, practices, or principles of an ascetic, a person who dedicates his or her life to a pursuit of contemplative ideals and practices extreme self-denial or self-mortification for religious reasons.
Yeah, so this is like the ascetic monks.
Yep.
I've read this word in a book. Did I remember how it was spelled?
Asceticism. It's the winning word from 1929. I would not have guessed that the Scripps spelling bee has been around that long. Was it sponsored by Scripps way back in 1929?
Okay.
Who knows?
The question is whether the first two letters are, in my mind, is it AC or is it AEC? Or neither? Don't give me the until I'm done.
Okay.
Because I think they let them finish and get completely just bumfuzzled before they. So don't tell me when I get it wrong. Just tell me when I get it wrong after I get it wrong.
Okay. But if I lose interest, you pretty much know you've gotten it wrong.
Asceticism. A. Pretty sure that's right. Can you stop and talk in between the letters? Is that against the rules?
I feel so bad for you. You can do anything you want.
C S E T I C I S M. Asceticism.
It's ASC.
Oh, so I just yeah, it's like
of...
science. ASC. Okay, I know it doesn't matter in the script spelling bee, but I just got it backwards.
I have to sneeze because of the bait dust on me.
Wow, that was pretty. Oh, these are actually easier than I thought. You're gonna get this one.
You almost got that one.
Winner of 1933 spelling bee.
Okay.
This is back when it was like, I guess back in the day it was just easier, right?
There just weren't as many words back then.
Torsion.
Torsion. Can you use that in a sentence? But I don't want the sentence to be testicular torsion.
Well, that's the sentence that Scripps provided me. A competitive game of testicle may lead to torsion of one's junk.
Oh gosh, I hate thinking about that. Yeah, I can't remember what we were talking about, but I guess it doesn't matter because I think Lincoln's statement was out of the blue. He was like, you know what? If you wanna really get to me, just talk about testicular torsion.
If you want to get to me.
And I'm like, that's it, son. That's right. Don't mention that around me. Torsion. I remember there was an Adidas shoe that was like Adidas Torsion, wasn't there?
I believe so.
And it had like a,
I got some poop in my eye.
had a thing on the bottom of the sole that like
Torsion.
T-O-R. Torsion. Something. I-O-N. T-O-R. Torsion. S-I-O-N.
Correct.
Ha!
You thought
Torsion.
it might be T?
Yeah. There was a shoe, Adidas Torsion shoe, right?
Yeah, the Adidas Torsion.
And what was the principle behind that? Do you remember? It was like the front and back of the shoe were connected by this
Torsion.
Rod almost. It looked like a rod.
It was called the Torsion rod.
Rod.
The TR.
Semaphore.
Yeah. See how far I get with Semaphore.
Winning word of 1946. Semaphore.
Can you give me the definition?
An apparatus for conveying information by means of visual signals, such as a light whose position may be changed.
Can you give me the origin? Is that on there? Well, that would sure help. Can you give me in a sentence?
The semaphore signal from a passing ship alerted the captain of rocks ahead. Semaphore.
Okay.
I don't really see any clues in there.
Semaphore.
Is it legal to close your eyes when you're participating in the spelling bee?
Oh, yeah.
I don't recall people doing that.
Lots of kids
Do kids do that?
Yeah.
Do they squint?
This is some of the best ones do this.
They do?
Yeah. Semaphore. Cemaphor.
Nope. It's S, and then there's an E on the end.
Oh, but I got the PH.
You did get that, but you still missed 2 letters.
Wow, the E on the end. I could have been here forever and never got that.
Oh, yeah. So I'm looking at some Adidas Torsion shoes down here.
Ooh!
You know what? That's kind of a cool looking shoe. Are they back? Or are these all back in the day?
This word is one of my, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite words, but it's a word that I was recently discussing.
It's a cool looking shoe.
On the Twitter with what is her name? There's a woman in England who's like a word expert, and I was looking for the definition of a certain word, or if there was a word that meant this thing that I was looking for. And she suggested this word, which I still don't think was the correct word, but insouciant. Insouciant.
Definition, please.
Free from concern, worry, or anxiety. Carefree, nonchalant. This is the winning word of 1951. I want to tell you, though, if you want to use these cards again, there's going to be poop and mayonnaise on them.
Insouciant. Quick reminder, if you want the Rhett and Link bobbleheads, the last collectible item of the year 2020, you got to join the Mythical Society 3rd degree quarterly or annual plan by December 31st. If you weren't already a 3rd degree member by the end of October, you got to join annual or quarterly 3rd to qualify. December 31st, mythicalsociety.com. Rhett and Link bobbleheads, the box turns into the set, and it's a display.
Oh, it's eel. That was the other thing I was smelling.
What's the word again?
Insouciant.
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 E-N. Sue. S-U-C-H. I-A-N-T-E. Insouciant. What is it?
I-N-S-O-U-C-I-A-N-T.
Oh, I've seen that word. Insouciant.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Insouciant.
That's a winning word.
1951. You want another?
I'm gonna get one. I just want to get one.
Are those Torsion shoes new, or is that all vintage?
They're all in the store right now, so you can get them.
These are fresh.
You can get Torsion today. And is it
there's
true?
There's some cool. Check out the Torsion.
Is it
shoe.
true that the Adidas Torsion
MythicalSociety.com.
will prevent testicular torsion? That's what they're for, right?
That's when you're.
It has a little guard that comes up.
That's when each of them
switches places. If your balls
they're
switch places, go to the emergency room. Because if your balls switch places, you can lose one or both of them.
Yeah, because they're not just free in there. They're attached.
Yeah,
they're tethered.
Your right ball is your right ball, and your left ball is your left ball, and it's got to be that way.
Oh gosh. Winning word from 1960.
The more recent we get, the harder they're going to get. I may have blown my chance in not getting the first couple ones. There's poop in my drink.
Eudemonic. Eudemon. It's a Jamaican word.
Eudemonic.
Eudemonic.
Eudemonic. Eudemonic. Can you give me the definition?
Pertaining or conducive to happiness.
Okay, that helps. Eudemonic.
Riri is a main character in Rhett's most eudemonic daydreams.
Okay, now I'm a victim of the Harnett County school system. So
come on now.
But I do know enough to know that by telling me that it meant happiness, I know that the first two letters are EU, like euphoria.
Oh yeah,
because of Latin, which I did not take, but I know that that's got something to do with Latin. So I'm going to go with EU. Eudemonic. Eudemonic. Can you pronounce it very specifically and slowly?
Eudemonic.
Eudemonic? You just made a long A sound. Are you really helping me that much?
Yeah, that's a hint because eudemonic.
Okay. Eudamonic. Eudemonic.
You're close. Eudaemonic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was crazy. Insouciant I had seen. And so I'm kicking myself. I've never seen this.
I've never seen Eudemonic.
Eudemonic. Eudemon.
Oh, gosh.
I'm ready.
I don't know who made these cards, but you guys did not put you didn't put emphasis on the syllable. It's difficult to know how to pronounce them because I don't know where the emphasis is supposed to be. But I would just say Elegiacal.
Elegical? You mean elegical? I don't want to see it now. Elegical? Elegiacal? What?
Elegical could work. Elegiacal. Elegical? Elegiacal.
Definition.
Well, it's the winning word in 1988. It's used in, suitable for, or resembling an elegy.
Elegiacal, I think.
That makes a lot more sense.
Elegiacal.
Elegiacal.
From an elegy? You mean a eulogy?
An elegy. Like Hillbilly Elegy, that book that's going to be a movie.
Okay, so I know that's
Expressing sorrow or lamentation. The elegiacal ending of the Notebook still gets me. That's the sentence I decided to use.
Elegiacal. Elegiacal.
Elegiacal.
Elegiacal. Elegiacal.
Elegiacal.
Elegiacal.
Elegiacal. I think you can get this one.
Elegy is Elegy. Elegiacal.
That's it. Elegiacal.
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 Let me see that. Okay. Elegiacal. Huh.
Okay, this is my last chance. Gotta have something go right today.
Winning word of 1996. Vivisapulture. I'm sorry, Vivisapulture.
Vivisapulture?
Yeah, you got to forget. Sepulcher is a different thing. Has nothing to do with this. The act or practice of burying alive. Vivisapulture.
Vivisapulture?
Yeah.
The act of burying alive? Vivisapulture. Pulture. Vivisapulture?
Burying somebody's life, so you know viva is living, right? So
Uh-huh.
Vivisapulture.
Viva. Viva. Sepulture. Sepulture.
You said VIVA. Did you mean to say that? Viva. Like
Viva.
VIVI.
Oh, so I was right except that one word?
Yeah.
One letter. I was going Viva instead of Viva. Vivisapulture.
Yeah. Viva, you should have gotten that part. You should have gotten that one. That was your chance. You should have gotten it. All right, let's see if I can go on it. I really cared about the spelling bee. They gave you the pamphlet, and it was sponsored by the local newspaper, and it was just columns of words in a pamphlet, and I would pore over that thing and practice, and I still lost. The word I lost with was fruition, and that was in like 3rd or 4th grade.
I lost
so
in
mad.
the first round with extraordinary.
Okay. You rarely see that word. It's hard to.
And then when I got back to my seat and I looked it up, later when you couldn't look things up. Later when I was told how it was spelled, I was like, oh, it's just extra and ordinary together.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was like extraordinary.
Fruition.
Like a whole new word.
Can you spell fruition?
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me that one.
Succedaneum.
Succedaneum.
Winning word of 2001.
Is this an insult?
The definition is a substitute. Sentence. I'm sorry, but almond milk is no succedaneum for whole milk, in my opinion.
Succedaneum?
Succedaneum.
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 Succedaneum? Is that
Yeah,
what?
Succedaneum.
Succedaneum. Sorry. Succedaneum. Succedaneum.
That's different.
Succedaneum. Succedaneum.
Succedaneum. Succedaneum.
No, this one's very difficult. Succedaneum. So the CC can
Like
sometimes
succubus.
can be suxa.
I should have known that. Succedaneum.
There's no reason you should know that. Who knows that? Besides kids who memorize it for the spelling.
I
bee.
should have known it was 2 C's. All right, there you have it. I mean, I can stay here forever. You want to just hang out for the rest of the day? Or
I'm leaving.
maybe shower, perhaps?
Yep, maybe. Join the Third Degree quarterly or annual plan of the Mythical Society by December 31st to get the Rhett and Link bobbleheads. Visit mythicalsociety.com for details.